Tulsa is one of 75 communities that is participating in the Zero 2016 initiative. This initiative is aimed at ending chronic and veteran homelessness by December of 2016. It's a national initiative, as I mentioned, brought to us by Community Solutions. And here we are in Tulsa and the surrounding communities fighting together to end chronic and veteran homelessness. It starts with the Housing First model, and it incorporates all the wraparound services that are needed to help these very vulnerable population get out of homelessness.
I first became homeless shortly after my divorce with my ex-wife in '84. Jobs never last more than 90 days for me because I always seem to figure out a way to talk myself into not going. So I ended up out on the streets, and I worked day labor, and I started drinking. And there's been times where I've actually tried to take my life. Started talking to God, and I told him, I said that I didn't want to do this anymore, and if he didn't take this away from me, I was going to take my life because I didn't want to live that way no more. God has been my friend. Without him, I probably wouldn't be here today.
A Way Home for Tulsa is a collaboration of 23 nonprofit agencies here in our local community. Each of these agencies has a different mission, but one common goal, and that is to end homelessness. They have been working on this initiative for several years, and so it was very natural for them to be the ones picked to spearhead the Zero 2016 initiative here in our community.
I was an abused woman, and I went through, a divorce and stuff with my husband. And I lived on the river for 3.5, almost 4 years. I'm thankful for the river because it did a lot for me. The Mental Health Association found me out there, and I went on the list to get in housing. And finally my name came up, and I prayed for this apartment right here because this is the best place for me. Anybody could change, but it's keeping that change, keeping it real. You just finally, to me, I had to finally hit my bottom. I'm older, and I'm more grateful for the things that I have now and what my life's, accomplished.
While the agencies of A Way Home for Tulsa focus on ending homelessness across all population groups, the goal of the Zero 2016 initiative is to specifically target chronic and veteran homelessness. We want to end chronic homelessness by the end of 2016 and veteran homelessness by the end of 2015. Now, chronic homelessness is when somebody with a disability has been in and out of homelessness for a year or longer. Veteran homelessness is exactly what it sounds like. Those that have served our country have come home and found themselves, for whatever reason, living on the streets, either chronically or situationally, but either way, it's unacceptable.
Me and my ex-wife separated 16 years ago due to my drinking. We had a 1-year-old daughter at the time. I never thought that I would be with the one in the park drinking straight vodka, straight whiskey, getting drunk, didn't care less what happened, whether I'd wake up the next morning or not. Knew that there had to be some kind of help out there, somewhere. When you walk in my door, I got a kitchenette. It's got a 2-burner top stove, a microwave, refrigerator, dining room table. The first 9 months of me being sober, I found my daughter on Facebook. And she said that she was so happy, she started crying. She looked at her mom and says, "Look, Dad's trying to find me." And when she told me that, that brought tears in my eyes.
A Way Home for Tulsa uses a housing first model followed by wraparound services. And what that means is we get them in off the streets into a place that is their own. Because you can't heal and get better when you're living on the streets. You just can't. But by the same token, once you're in off the street and you're living in a home, you have to have other things too. You need socialization. You need to be well medically and mentally, physically. You need people that care about you. That's what A Way Home for Tulsa does. It's a collaborative effort of 23 agencies, all geared toward providing those wraparound services after we've gotten someone off the streets and using that housing first model. Homelessness is solvable. Be a part of the solution with us.